Okay, is it working? No, like, is it working though? For real? I don't. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay. All right. I think it's working. All right. I think it's working. We're about to see when I end this stream. Okay, y'all, cause your girl is struggle streaming. I'm struggle streaming, okay? So I decided that okay, look, I'm gonna try and be as consistent as possible on this channel because like I said, I really, really do like doing this channel. I like doing both of my channels, my family channel and this channel over here, right? Again, but it's just harder for me to be consistent on this channel like I really, really want to be because I just be busy, y'all. Mama be busy with her family, okay? Um, and I don't know what it is, but it seemed like it's like my family know when I'm trying to do something, whether that be going to the gym or trying to come down here and record videos because I wait until everybody is good and knocked out in the bed before I come down here to record or whatever, right? And when I'm trying to come down here and record, it just seems like all of a sudden nobody can go to sleep. Everybody is taking forever to go to bed. I don't know, but I'm struggle streaming. Okay, like I said, y'all know we post Monday. Well, for those of you who don't know, I post Monday through Friday over here. Ideally, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So I decided I'm going to be, trying to go live as of right now, Monday through Friday to at least make it a little bit easier for myself, because it's live, so I don't have to worry about editing because I be having to edit the videos over here and the videos for the family channel. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. But I was just, yeah. So today we are going to be reacting to Mr. Tomo. I'm pretty sure that's how he says his name. Yeah. I reacted to a couple of his videos already, but it is about, my favorite anime show. Um will Bleach continue after 8,000 year blood war? And I'm hoping they do. You know, in a perfect world for me, they would just keep making episodes, all the way up until my old age, until it's time for me to go, you know. So yeah. But a side note, right? Where do y'all get your news for like, you know, the latest updated news for your favorite anime shows and stuff like that? Because I don't know, I never know. Um I like as far as like an exact website or whatever that y'all use. What I typically do is I just go look it up on Google. Like as soon as I finish the anime, I go look it up on Google. Okay, is there gonna be another season? And then Google will let me know whether they confirmed it or if they didn't confirm it. Um, and if they haven't confirmed it, then I'll wait some months and then randomly go look it up again. But yeah, if y'all have a specific like site or whatever that y'all use to get all of your latest updated anime news. Oh yeah, and plus I'll be seeing stuff on YouTube and I'm like, ooh, okay, let me click on that, like this. So yeah. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into the video. Because I'm yapping. Y'all know I be yapping.
The fourth and final core of the Thousand Year Blood War arc anime, mere months away at this point, the time has arrived at long last. Since the first core aired way back in October of 2022, the anime adaptation of Bleach's final arc has been an incredible ride, and wonderful to watch
Okay.
unfold, even more so
Okay, wait, he
alongside
yelling.
all of you, and I can't wait to do it one last time in July. As a fan of the manga who has waited almost 10 years for the battle between Shinigami and Quincy to be brought to life and
Yes.
then brought to a close on the screen, I kind of feel like Hashwolf when I say that our decades-long prayer has finally been answered. And the anime really has been amazing, I think we can all agree on that. But now, the time has come to instead look to the future and ask the question, what's next? What's next for the Bleach franchise, if anything, in the wake of the Thousand Year Blood War arc anime? There's no doubt that the anime has completely revitalized Bleach, and it's evident almost everywhere you look. From the anime receiving rave reviews, to the final core getting a theatrical release, new video games, exhibitions, and more. So what does this mean for any future projects, and what projects feel the most likely? How will Bleach continue after the Thousand Year Blood War arc anime ends? Well, in today's video, we're going to take a look. Before we get started, consider hitting subscribe down below if you enjoyed today's video and you want to help support the channel on its journey to 300,000 subs. I can only do it with your help, and it would mean everything to me as well. Check out the Patreon too if you want to take the support for the channel another step further. Again, it does mean absolutely everything, and it is greatly appreciated. And speaking of supporting the channel, before we get started, first a word from today's sponsor.
Oh no.
Look, we all
Mr. Tomo. Mr. Tomo. Let's get to the video, please, sir. Let's see. My baby already.
visit surfshark.com/Mr. Tomo, and we've got a few months left. The anime is likely to end around October time, I imagine, which is fitting, as that's when the first season began all those years ago now. And perhaps even more fitting is the fact that the anime will end almost exactly 10 years after the manga did, which came to a close in August of 2016. And we've certainly come a very long way since then, both as a community and the franchise that we love. Unsurprisingly, the Thousand Year Blood War arc anime has dominated the Bleach landscape since it arrived in 2022, and of course this makes complete sense. If there are any projects in the works, perhaps waiting in the wings, it makes sense for them to be left on the back burner until the current focal point is over, and right now, that's the anime.
All the episodes have
Sure, we've had a
something
number of games released during the anime's tenure, from mobile games like Soul Resonance to a new console release in Rebirth of Souls, and there's even a new light novel on the way in the form of Don't Bleach My Fist. But ultimately, these are supplementary. They are implicitly understood to be supplementary. None of them work or exist in such a way as to supersede the Thousand Year Blood.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me go check on him. See, because usually he be knocked out, but now he like, I feel like my mama's still up. Hold on, y'all. I'm scared to talk. He be knocked out. I'm not playing for real. Y'all think I'm joking. Like, I swear that it's my youngest. That's my youngest, Ryan. He usually be knocked straight out, sleeping through the night. Finally got to a point he's sleeping through the night like his brothers. And then I come down here to record. And before, like I said, I wait until I feel like they knocked out sleep before I even come down here and start recording any of that. I've been sitting down here the whole time just waiting for them to just really knock out, knock out. And all of them just acting like they couldn't go to bed. It's like, I'm telling you, it's like kids know when you trying to do something. Then all of a sudden, can't nobody sleep. It's, I don't know, it's like they got a sixth sense or something. Like, but let me start the video.
Rock anime. And I think you can definitely feel the void that that has created, or at least I can anyway.
I told y'all I was struggle streaming. Y'all thought I was joking.
It's clear that Kubo has at least a couple of projects that he has started, or at the very least is thinking about, but whether anything becomes of them is unclear, and it feels like we'll never know for certain until the anime ends, until the void, the black hole around the anime, finally closes. Of course, there's the now infamous Hell chapter, which was released back in 2021, and then there's Season 2 of the Burn the Witch manga, which has gone completely dark after its original 4-chapter run ended way back in 2020. So like I said, it's safe to say that Kubo is currently an extraordinarily busy man, which is great to see. And to be totally honest, if they are trying to drum up or at least gauge potential excitement for future projects for the future of Bleach, this feels like a very smart way of doing it. Introduce a couple of potentially very exciting future paths in the Hell chapter or Burn the Witch, and then drop the Thousand Year Blood War arc anime, which really will be the litmus test for how much cultural relevance the series can accumulate once again, after which you then lay the field with those already pre-proposed other projects, for which you know you've garnered excitement for.
Okay, I need to go back. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I wasn't paying attention because I was trying to see if which they should have by now dropped all of the episodes um to the newest season, because I wait until all of the episodes are released before I go watch my favorite show, because I need to be able to, like I told y'all before, click, 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 next episode, binge watch it, if I can. So, yeah. Let me just go back because I missed what he was saying. Okay, there we go.
During the anime's tenure, from mobile games like Soul Resonance to a new console release in Rebirth of Souls, and there's even a new light novel on the way in the form of Don't Bleach My Fist. But ultimately these are supplementary. They are implicitly understood to be supplementary. None of them work or exist in such a way as to supersede the Thousand Year Blood War arc anime. And I think you can definitely feel the void that that has created, or at least I can anyway. It's clear that Kubo has at least a couple of projects that he has started, or at the very least is thinking about, but whether anything becomes of them is unclear, and it feels like we'll never know for certain until the anime ends, until the void, the black hole around the anime, finally closes. Of course, there's the now infamous Hell chapter, which was released back in 2021, and then there's Season 2 of the Burn the Witch manga, which has gone completely dark after its original 4-chapter run ended way back in 2020. So like I said, it's safe to say that Kubo is currently an extraordinarily busy man, which is great to see. And to be totally honest, if they are trying to drum up or at least gauge potential excitement for future projects for the future of Bleach, this feels like a very smart way of doing it. Introduce a couple of potentially very exciting future paths in the Hell chapter or Burn the Witch, and then drop the Thousand Year Blood War arc anime, which really will be the litmus test for how much cultural relevance the series can accumulate once again, after which you then lay the field with those already pre-proposed other projects, for which you know you've garnered excitement for. It seems pretty clever to me. But if the franchise does continue in a big and meaningful way after the Thousand Year Blood War arc anime, what are the most wanted, and perhaps the most likely options? It definitely feels like it would be a huge shame to waste the enormous momentum that Bleach is currently enjoying after all. Well, the big one is obviously a continuation of the No Breathes from Hell arc in the manga. Certainly that is absolutely what I want to see the most from this series moving forward. Really,
Oh my god, because clearly I'm missing a lot from not reading the manga anymore. I don't have time to be sitting down and I mean, and honestly, I like prefer to watch the shows, but I'm obviously missing a lot from not reading the mangas anymore. Like, I got some other stuff that I need to read, like for real stuff. Um, Dang, cause like all this is going on. Okay, come on now, release the shows, please, please, for us Bleach fans. You know that is like wanting the shows. We're thirsty. I'm thirsty.
released in August 2021 as a one-shot chapter designed to celebrate the 20th anniversary of Bleach's serialization in Shonen Jump back in 2001, the Hell chapter turned out to be something totally different from what people were expecting when an anniversary chapter was announced. Obviously, no one really expected a return of the Bleach manga in any form, and so to even receive this chapter in the first place was huge news. But many, myself included, having avoided all spoilers, mostly went into it expecting a slice of life check-in to update us on how the characters were getting on in the far-flung future, long after the Quincy Blood War came to a close. Instead, while we did sort of get that, what we actually got, to everyone's surprise and delight, was the start of a brand new story arc. Unambiguously, the start of a brand new story arc as well, by the way. There was no second guessing this. That's what this chapter was designed to be. At the furthest point in Bleach's timeline to date, we discover that Ichigo's son, Kazui, has been leading wayward souls
Oh my god, it don't matter. Go ahead, spoil it. I mean, cause I'm. Go ahead.
to a mysterious dimension. Meanwhile, Ichigo is invited to partake in a Soul Society ritual called the Konso Reisai Ceremony, wherein they help the reishi of deceased captains pass on. 3 captains were killed in the war against the Vandenreich, and with both Yamamoto and Unohana's ceremonies completed, it was now time for Ukitake's. However, as they wait,
I can't be watching Mr. Tomo. I can't be watching him until I go finish watching it. The Thousand Year Blood War, cause like I keep spoiling it for myself.
to capture and kill a hollow in Karakura town as part of the ritual, Ichigo and the vice captains come under attack by a group of strange, hollow-like but not quite monsters, each bearing a mark in the shape of a chain and sporting holes on the outside of their bodies affixed to their very flesh. To make matters worse, the former 8th Espada Xyloporo Granz returns from
around.
beyond the grave, having been cast into hell. As he leads the assault against Ichigo and Renji, Xyloporo reveals that the gates of hell have been broken open. And sure enough, we even see a mysterious energy infiltrating the Seirete itself. As Kyoraku reveals to the captains that they have been inadvertently sending the souls of the deceased captains to hell, Ukitake drags Xyloporo back through the gates, as the villain leaves Ichigo with an ominous warning of a conflict to come. And with that, the chapter ended on not just a huge cliffhanger, but like I said, the start of a new story, complete with the series' usual arc, title page, and everything. So yeah, this is clearly the big one, the most ambitious, daring, and exciting possible future path for the Bleach franchise, but also likely the most taxing. And so the real question is, how likely is it to happen? While Kubo has joked before about not writing anything if people ask him to do so, the reality is this is clearly on his mind, and he hasn't shied away from discussing the Hell chapter in the interval, particularly.
And look, Kubo, I don't want to hear none of that. You need to write these chapters and hurry up and release these episodes so we can watch them. Okay? Don't be greedy. Don't be selfish. Please, sir.
Over on Club Outside. As a huge fan of the series and the manga in particular, who would love nothing more than to see the manga continue, to wrap up any loose ends,
Yes.
reveal any missing Bankai, and to just continue my collection of volumes, knowing the story finally had a truly satisfying ending that I can put up there on my shelf to carry on from volume 74, would be wonderful. So of course I want this to happen. And who knows, in a truly ideal world, Kubo would reveal, after the 1,000-Year Blood War arc anime ends, that he's been working on the Hell arc for the last 5 years or so, and has a huge backlog of chapters ready to go to be released weekly in Shonen Jump. But that feels very unlikely. That's not to say I don't think the Hell arc will happen in some form. I'm actually somewhat bullish on it happening. It's possible, though, that we get more chapters like this first one, which is actually about the length of 4 regular chapters, but released at a much slower, more manageable cadence for Kubo. The reality is that Kubo has earned the ability to now work to the beat of his own drum, and if the Hell arc does happen, it'll only happen because Kubo truly wants to continue the story of Bleach. And at the very least, I think the one-shot proves that that is a thought in his mind.
Please.
If I was to get a little conspiratorial with it, I can't help but wonder if the real reason Kubo created fully fledged characters for the original Gotei 13 wasn't just for their very brief, mostly obscured appearance in the anime, but was instead preparing us for their return in the Hell arc, perhaps even as the main villainous group. Like I said, totally conspiratorial, but cool and interesting nonetheless. And let's face it, they would make for the perfect enemies for the heroes to battle in Hell. So yes, a continuation of the Hell arc is at the very top of my wish list. I'd love to see it. I'd love to cover it here on the channel. Will it happen? It's a cop-out to say, but it feels like a bit of a coin toss, to be totally honest. I think Kubo wants to do it, or is at the very least interested by the idea of it, but the man has a lot on his plate. Up next is the possibility of an anime adaptation of the light novel Can't Fear Your Own World, which tells a story that takes place in the immediate aftermath of the Quincy Blood War, initially and then 6 months down the line. Now obviously Can't Fear Your Own World's place in the timeline makes it an ideal follow-up to the 1,000-Year Blood War arc anime. It is, as far as we know, the next major event. But will it actually happen? I honestly wonder as well what form a Can't Fear Your Own World anime would actually take. Adapting prose is very different to adapting a manga, especially where pacing is concerned, and particularly one like Bleach where you can get a lot out of very little. Realistically, the actual story of Can't Fear Your Own World could probably be told in the form of a movie, or a couple of movies, but again, how likely is that? Now, I don't think this is specifically why a Can't Fear Your Own World anime wouldn't happen, but it would be somewhat unprecedented to have any animated Bleach.
Oh my god. Kubo, just make it. I know you got a lot on your plate, but so do all of us. Make the anime. Please, 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 please. In the most respectful way possible. Make it. Make it.
Content that doesn't feature Ichigo at all. Certainly not in its own self-contained story.
I don't care. I don't care whichever one he want to drop first. Whatever Kubo is dropping when it pertains to Bleach, I'm watching. Front row seat. Okay? Like,
story. Obviously,
Yeah.
Ichigo doesn't show up for a large portion of the manga, specifically around the fake Karakura town arc, but it's all part of the main narrative. Meanwhile, Can't Fear Your Own World is its own story that exists away from Ichigo and his friends, and I do think that that would be strange, as Ichigo is the anchor point for virtually every story in this world.
That's
He is
true.
central to every movie, even when it doesn't always make the most sense, if the story doesn't really involve him, like in Diamond Dust Rebellion, for example, and he's involved in all of the filler arcs too, because of course he is. He's the main character.
Right.
Like I said, not featuring Ichigo isn't a reason for this not to happen, but it would be interesting to see. Anyway, I've gone on record numerous times
Yeah, that's true. It would be kind of weird to like watching a series pertaining to Bleach without featuring Ichigo because, like he said, he's the main character. Like this whole thing, in some way, shape, or form, like revolves around him. Again, he's the main character.
at this point, saying that even if
But at this point, I don't care. I'm thirsty. Like, come on, come on, Kubo. I love it. Okay, you did a good. I don't care. In my opinion, Bleach is hands down the best anime of all time. I mean, I might be being biased because that's my day one. That's my day one. I mean, and I don't think people understand like unless you were, you know what I'm saying, like you went through it, like being there watching your day one anime that like got you into anime and then you feel like you watched it, okay, it's done, it's over. And I was like, I remember being back in high school like, dang, Bleach is over, and then boom, all of a sudden, 10 years later, and they drop a new series. Like the excitement, like boy, look, look, could have dang near cried because it be bringing back memories. Like I mean, it's like you growing up with these shows. Like no, that's really what it like for real. Like it, come on, come on, Mr. Tomo.
Can't For Your Own World anime doesn't happen, I'd absolutely love to see the novel's prologue animated as part of Core 4, as it deals with the immediate
I'm saying all that to say, I don't care what Mr. Tomo drop. I'm supporting it. Come on, anything pertaining to Bleach, I'm watching it. Come on.
aftermath of Yu Bark's death that was completely missing in the manga, and is, in my opinion, utterly
Oh my god, I keep spoiling it for myself. I can't watch no more. I can't react to no more Mr. Tomo until I go ahead and go catch up on the series. That's okay. Cause I keep spoiling it. I keep spoiling it for myself. I'm being nosy. I'm being nosy, being thirsty. And look at it. I didn't spoil it for myself again. Like,
vital to the story and world building of Bleach moving forward. But speaking of the anime, what about a remake of the Bleach anime? It's no secret that the community isn't in love with the original Bleach anime. Now, sure, I will always have nostalgia for it, and I enjoyed watching it every week back in the day. And there are some aspects of the anime that are universally beloved, like, for example, Shiro Sagisu's soundtrack. But there's no denying the pacing is absolutely horrible in places. The animation and art quality is completely wonky. It is great in filler episodes and subpar during some of the most important canon story moments. And yes, speaking of the story, it makes change
okay, okay. Like, not too much though. Not too much on Bleach. Like, and we gotta start from somewhere. Not too much. Like, don't don't be forgetting where y'all came from. Leave the original Bleach anime alone. Don't do too much on the original anime, okay? Like,
changes from the original
come on.
manga, oftentimes to the story or character's detriment. And speaking of filler, well, it is completely riddled with it. I don't
It is.
necessarily
It is.
mind the major filler arcs, though they do sometimes interject at completely
Look, I'm one of those people like if I like an anime, I don't care. Like I will watch the filler. I'm telling you, like if I like it, I'm supporting it all the way through. I don't care. I'm watching every filler episode. Like Naruto, for instance, a lot of filler. My husband said that he could. I finished it. Good. That's another one. Really good anime, right? Um, my husband said that he couldn't finish it because of too much filler. So he's one of those people to where like he prefers more of like action anime for one, and then two, he kind of checks out like once he feels like okay, this is just too much filler. Like he doesn't really care for the filler. Whereas me, like I'm invested in the show. I'm already like in like okay, I like the show. I'm watching the filler. I'm loving it. All of it. I don't care. I'm watching it.
Awkward and random points in the story, but when there are multiple filler episodes in the middle of Deicide itself, you've got a real problem on your hands.
He ain't lying though, cause Kubo, like for it do be like in the middle, it's going down all of a sudden filler. Like I couldn't imagine, right? Like you waiting for that's why I be saying like see, I be needing them episodes to build up. Like I want to be able to go boom, 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 back to back. Next episode, look, I be thirsty. I be thirsty to hurry up and see what's happening next. Like I be needing the whole season to be out. I need to be boom, 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 boom. Ooh, hurry up. Next episode, like boy, I'm telling back in them high school days, boy. Mm, okay, in my room, on my laptop, watching my favorite animes, like boom, 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 boom. Shoot, like, I think after a while, my mom was like, "Okay, what's she doing in that room? Girl, watching anime, mama. Like, leave me alone." But you know, look, you can't be saying that now. No black household, somebody leave me alone. Not no brown household. Like, excuse you, but anyways, like they did have that bad. Like you be down, it's going down in the middle of a battle, juicy part of the story. Then all of a sudden, boom, filler. But guess what? The episode already out. I'm already ready. Boom, bam, 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 bam. Till I did hit a point like when I caught all up or whatever, and then you be hit with them filler episodes, and then you gotta wait for the to be continued the next episode. And I used to be so mad, like, oh my gosh, it's going down. We in the middle of a battle, and then I'm left off on a filler episode. I'm waiting for the next episode to be released, and I'm not even in the main storyline. Like I'm still on filler. I'm still on filler, and I'm thirsty, still trying to get back to the original storyline to see what happened. Like so, yeah, yeah.
I absolutely would not be opposed to a Thousand Year Blood War arc anime style remake of the original story that cuts out the filler entirely and dramatically improves the overall art and animation, working to make it much more consistent and much closer to Kubo's original style. There's no doubt that the Thousand Year Blood War arc anime now kind of sticks out as vastly superior in terms of quality and cohesion, and so it would make sense for a remake project to bring the rest of the series up to par.
And I'ma watch it. Look, y'all, look. I have rewatched it before they even Bleach even came out with. I know I said this on here before, but before Bleach even came out with the Thousand Year Blood War, right? Way before, like way before I even know they was gonna come out with a Thousand Year Blood War. I from time to time, so of course as I'm watching like different types of anime and stuff, new anime shows and stuff. I always refer back to my day one. So in between like Bleach and Inuyasha, I would still rewatch those all over again, like the first time, like it's my first time watching it, and it's really not that hard because my memory bad. I'm not gonna lie, like for these to be my favorite anime shows, like I can rewatch a lot of it like I haven't watched it before. So it's like as I'm watching it, it's like, okay, yeah, 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 I remember this. It's coming back to me or whatever, right? But yeah, like I said, it's like I can watch it all over again too. Like, oh, like first time again. So I was rewatching it heavy, like, yeah, every now and then I always had to refer back to it, start over, watch it again. So I would definitely rewatch the remake. Like,
Is an anime remake likely? Honestly, sadly, I would say probably not. It's a huge undertaking. If
yeah.
the Thousand Year Blood War arc was separated into 4 cours of 12 to 13 episodes and has run for almost 5 years, then the Car arc alone would probably last 5 cours. And if we
Yes.
include the other arcs as
The
well,
Ron Car arc. Oh my gosh. Yes.
well, then you are looking at close to 10 cores total, and I just don't see that happening. But again, much like the Hell chapter, proving a continuation is at least on Kubo's mind. The special PV we received for the anime's 20th anniversary, which featured pivotal scenes from the original story completely remade, matching much closer to the Thousand Year Blood War arc anime's style, perhaps indicates that someone, somewhere, is at least thinking about it. And again, there's no denying it would generate a lot of interest, while also making it much easier to onboard new fans. And honestly, watching that trailer again, it really does look absolutely astounding. Man, now I really want an anime remake. And then finally, while not technically a continuation of Bleach itself, Burn the Witch is set within the Bleach universe and is officially a part of Bleach, featuring the Soul Society's West branch. As I've said, we've heard neither hide nor hair of Burn the Witch Season 2 since the first season of the manga ended in September 2020, save for a vague storyboard featuring the two main characters visiting, I believe it was Rin's laboratory. And of course, we've
Oh,
had
wait, they
anime
had another.
adaptations of
Oh,
both the
see.
pilot chapter and those first 4 chapters released separately since too. So again, Burn the Witch is clearly on Kubo's mind. It is gestating somewhere in the background, but it's not something he's going to release while the Thousand Year Blood War arc anime is ongoing. Are we ever likely to see season 2 of the manga? I would assume so. The storyboard at least implies to me that Kubo has begun working on it. It's more concrete than any kind of continuation of the Hell arc, but again, it kind of depends on if Kubo is actually working on the Hell arc or not. Perhaps we get season 2 of Burn the Witch, and then the Hell arc if Kubo feels like it. I guess it's totally possible that the Hell arc does happen, but just not in the form we maybe expect. I mean, what other forms could it take? Could it be an anime right from the off? Could it be a movie? Could it be a sequence of movies?
I need
Could
to
it
go to my
be a
anime
light
list to
novel?
see
I
where
would
I
hope
left
not.
off
I
with.
really want it to be the manga over everything else, but right now we have no idea. But anyway, that's really it, I think, for the biggest, most exciting ways the franchise.
Okay, so first of all, see, this why I have to, because like I said, I be busy and I be forgetting stuff. This why I have a whole anime list of where I left off at, right? So, okay, I'm actually on, that's what I thought. Okay, I'm on Bleach Thousand Year Blood War Part 4. Um, they ain't even came out. See, this I need somewhere to get all my anime news. They haven't even came out with part 4 yet. Let me go. Season 4. Come on, Google. Help me. Okay, so Bleach Thousand Year Blood War Part 4, titled The Calamity, is officially scheduled to premiere in July 2026. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why was I over here thinking that they was already like releasing the episodes? Like I need somewhere to get my official anime news. Help me. So, okay. I might need to make a note. And then what is this one Burn the Witch that I clearly did not even know about? Hold on. See. See, I'm not in high school anymore. I got responsibilities. I can't just be sitting around here watching anime all day, continuously researching and looking up like, ooh, okay, what's out? What's next? What's this? I got responsibilities. So let's see. Bleach. Let me just see all the series that I probably missed that I need to watch. Hold on. Bleach anime shows. Okay, yeah, saw that, saw that, saw that, saw that. Mm-hmm. Okay, hold on. No, I don't want the Bleach series. I'm talking about these little side projects. They talking about, then he said they made a Burn the Witch. Ouch. I need a new desk, y'all. This isn't even the right type of desk for this mic. That's why I have to lean over so far. Okay, Burn the Witch. Isn't it a show though? Oh, it took me to Reddit. Hold on. It's not a show. Oh, hold on. Burn the Witch. Cause I need to go watch this. Hold on. I didn't even know about this. In the Bleach universe. Burn the Witch most commonly refers to the popular supernatural manga anime by Tybw set in the Bleach universe, or the hit 2016 song by Radiohead. Yeah, where to watch? Crunchyroll. Okay, so I need to go watch that. And y'all need to tell me any more series that Kubo made. Let me look this up on Google that I didn't know about. Let me see Bleach spinoff shows. Somebody on Reddit said I'm confused on Burn the Witch Bleach. It's called a spinoff series of Bleach, and at the end of the episode, at the end of episode 3, I saw that the sign said Soul Society West Branch. Can someone explain all this to me, please? This right here. Y'all see? Honestly, that's how I feel. Like, wait a minute, what's these little spinoff shows that was slid up in there that I had no idea about? Like, okay, Burn the Witch. It's just on Burn the Witch. Okay, spinoff like novels. Okay, whatever. Okay, y'all, I'm about to get off here. I need to do some research to see, cause I'm trying to make sure I ain't missed no more shows they done made. Let me go back. Hold on, Bleach spinoff shows. Is the only spinoff shows like it's Burn the Witch, right? Because of course I know about the movies and stuff. Should I watch the movies like the live action movies? I never watched I watched the animated movies, but I never watched the live action movies. Like I've never watched the live action movie. I don't know what it is, but I just feel like it wouldn't really hit like that. Like I don't know, does anybody else feel like that? Like I don't know, I might have to check it out though, cuz I'm just like I don't know. I just feel like it don't seem like they would do it any justice for real. But I haven't ever like given it a try watching any anime live action shows, so I probably should. I'll check it out and let y'all know how I liked it. But yeah, that's it for today, y'all. I need to go check out this Bleach Burn the Witch episode. I mean series. Thank you, Mr. Tomo. Okay. But we gonna have to calm down on reacting to Mr. Tomo for now because look, he be dropping some good stuff, like for real. Like I really like his channel. Um, but I be over there like creeping, trying to get some info, and I be spoiling the I be spoiling the episodes and the show for myself, and I don't like to spoil it for myself. I actually like to wait and like, ooh, see what's gonna happen. So yeah. So far I have spoiled between the last video I just did on him and this one, I just spoiled a lot for myself. So yeah. But yeah, thank y'all for you know, me. Thank you me. Thank me. I know y'all sleep on me. I know ain't nobody up with me. Like I told y'all, I'm struggle streaming. Like I'm trying to stream while the family is asleep. Like, but yeah. Thank you to anybody who come across the video. Hopefully you like it. Or whatever. Um, and hopefully y'all are having a great day tomorrow, which is going to be Tuesday. I plan on coming back on Tuesday. And streaming with y'all again. And so yeah, like I said, I'm trying to keep it consistent Monday through Friday, like I said. But I'm just gonna, at the very least, I'm going to show up when I can, y'all, because I'm kind of like a bit of a perfectionist and I overthink things and then I won't do it because I'm like, no, it has to be done in this exact way. But I'm just like, no, just post, just show up when you can, just post, like try to be consistent as possible, right? So yeah. But yeah, bye y'all. I'm out of here. Let me know if y'all checked out Burn the Witch and if y'all liked it. I am about to go check out Burn the Witch and go make sure I didn't miss any more any of his other like series pertaining to Bleach. Um yeah, while I'm waiting on season 4, I really should hold on before I go. I know I said this already, but I really should get back to reading the manga because I clearly am missing a lot. But it's just again, like I said, I be having so much to do, and then like I already got other stuff like for real stuff like real life stuff outside of anime stuff that I need to like read and all of that, right? Um, so it's just like another thing that I would be trying to pile up on my list of things that I already gotta do, right? And it's not necessarily like something that I have to do. It's more so of a hobby, but it's okay for mama to have a hobby for herself too, right? It's just really finding the time to like do that. That's what it comes down to. Cause before I go, so look, I downloaded, where's the app at? This Webtoon app, right? They kept on um showing me a commercial for it on YouTube, and I finally downloaded it one day. And I had started reading, one of the little books or whatever that they got on here. Come on, take me to it. And it's good, y'all. I'm waiting for it to load so I can show y'all so y'all can go check it out because I'm like, oh my gosh, they need to make an anime out of this. This book is good. And I started reading this months ago and then I haven't finished it, right? Because like I said, I be getting busy or whatever, like with the family and all of that. So completely, I kind of forgot about it and didn't finish it, but it's good. So look, it's called, hold on, come on, load. See, I stopped on episode 32. 32, y'all. It's good. Like it come on, scroll up. Okay. It's called Tears on a Withered Flower. Go check this out. Especially if you like me and you also, like a typical girl, you love those lovey-dovey like romance animes, like yes. And y'all need to be making some more. This an adult, like, which I like because it's like, look, we grown now. I need some adult love stories. Like, so yeah, it's good. I'm gonna tell y'all what it's about real quick, real quick, real quick. Okay, romance, flowers, and dates. Once upon a time, that was the perfect description of Jesus and Minchio. Now all Jesus has is the ashes of their marriage and a mountain of debt, but her world shatters completely when Minchio cheats on her with a young coworker. Hurt and betrayed, Jesus finds herself drawn to Teja, a young man who seems desperate for her affection and may be hiding more than he shows. Man, look, they not explaining it enough in this description right here, okay? They not giving y'all enough of like what it really is. Like, y'all, the show is good. Look, they got some trailers right here. Look, I know I told y'all I was about to go, but look, let me see if I can show y'all like a little trailer or whatever. Can I show y'all a trailer? Is it gonna let me show y'all a trailer or YouTube gonna be tripping? It just says start reading. Where the trailer at? It was supposed to show y'all a trailer, but okay, hold on. Y'all, it's good. Man, whatever. Look, go check it out. Go on Webtoon. And again, go look at it. Tears on a Withered Flower. It is good. I I need to like get back to reading this, but like I said, I didn't forgot all about it. And they still making episodes. They are on episode 97 right now. I stopped on episode like what I say 30. They are still making episodes. Yeah, I stopped on episode 32. Episode 32, y'all. They need to make this. They need to turn this into an anime. It's good. But yeah, that's it. I'm about to go ahead and hop off of here. Um, Good night, y'all. Have a good day. Have a good Tuesday. Okay, we'll be back Tuesday night. That's the plan. All right, same time.